Listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Palamecia, a world of hope unbound. A world that Yuna and I could save together by becoming warriors of light. Being a savior didn't sound like a bad deal at all. Too bad I couldn't make it. I was a heretic. Torn out of one world and shunned in the next. I lost hope. However, Yuna holds on to the dream that we'll return to Spira together. Which only really leaves me with one choice to make. I have to see her home, no matter what.
You going too?
If it works.
You think it will?
Ready either way.
Okay, through the dome. Welcome back to Mobius Final Fantasy and the event Dream Within a Dream. We are in the final chapter of this event and we get a very close up of Shiva on the right side here. Let's see what the event holds. In between I got the Yuna card as a job and oh, well, it's the beginning. Who knows how that looks later.
I will not waver.
Prelude to Farewell. Oh, come on. Automatic.
Sins of time eternal. I will do it without fault. I have to keep this up.
Cutscene?
I just don't understand what Tidus is thinking. He wants Yuna to get back to Spira, but seems so against returning himself.
It's not that he's necessarily against going back. He's already set his mind on the fact that Spira doesn't want him. That if he goes back, there will be no place for him.
If there's no place for you, well then, you make one. Tidus knows that. How is this any different from when he was taken from Zanarkand? From when he forged his place in a strange new world with the help of Yuna and the others. He's done it before.
Whatever the reason, he's chosen to turn his back on the life he built there. He's accepted the fact that as far as Spira is concerned, he doesn't exist. I've no doubt he would have chosen another way if he could. But he couldn't. And he's made his peace.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to come to terms with that.
I bet. I know I wouldn't want anyone else telling me how I should feel.
Okay, let's go on. Maybe we can convince Tidus there is a place for him over there. Dome entrance. We have been here before. Last time it was locked. However, I was here. The recording of that was unfortunately lost.
Release! Sins of time eternal!
Can we kill him? Is that enough? Yeah.
I have to keep this up.
Well, that did it. Tell me, can only summoners pass through?
This was the final destination of all summoners in Spira. They would set forth on a pilgrimage to temper their strength. But only those who made it here were granted the power to combat sin.
So this is sort of like their holy place?
Yeah, but it was built on false hope. The summoners were forced to give up their lives to attain their goal.
What? Then what are we doing here?
We now have hope beyond that. Hope worth the risk.
Let's go. These are called fireflies. They respond to people's thoughts.
My pleas, they've been heard. Turn light into hope.
Light? A crystal.
Tell it your earnest wish.
Looks like that did it. Well, sort of.
The light of hope shall guide us home to Spira. And the fireflies gathered here shall make radiant that light. We should continue to look for more of them.
Huh, that's it? collect the fireflies and then off to Spira?
It's not as simple as that. The fireflies draw power from the thoughts of those around them. So it is the crystal bearer's hope that becomes our guiding light.
You aren't getting home until that crystal is nice and bright.
I have hope. I want more than anything to bring Yuna back to Spira safely. But something's missing. It's gotta be the fireflies. Let's look for more.
How do you know all this, Yuna? And of course, as always in Mobius, trials.
Maybe I'm learning too.
Maybe you do? Raska's trial.
Sins of time eternal.
Warp shots. Doesn't look like it can go any further. Let me guess. Another trial. The final trial is the culmination of a summoner's training thus far. One must overcome it to prove they are worthy of fulfilling their purpose. So somewhere around here is a lock that'll take all my skills to open. Not exactly. We need to find a key. With that, we should be able to unlock the way forward. Oh, that sounds easy. Putting the key into the lock is easy, sure, but finding it is the real test. A test we welcome with aplomb. We'll stake our very lives on our ability to make child's play out of this pitiful trial. You wanna go this one alone then? So, bring Ifrit. Okay. According to the map name, that should be the key. Many colorful slums. No problem. We have cleaving attacks.
I have to keep this up.
Fractal, another, and the key. Port back here. Kraken. And there's Thornberry King. And he brings friends. Fire Lockout.
I cannot be at ease with this.
Alright, time to keep going. I'm not saying that was easy, far from it, but what exactly was it meant to test? Simply, our resolve. As the end of our journey draws closer, there is danger that our will to finish it will waver. I see! A journey completed means farewell said, or unsaid. Either way, it's not exactly the happy end it's cracked up to be. Yes, even the fireflies in this area are changed by the bittersweet thoughts, filling the heads of those who walk this path. Ah, a new path opened. So that is how this works. That did it. Let's hurry forward. While the rush, the crystal still has a ways to go until we can make it back to Spira. That's exactly why we should hurry. We need to find the fireflies and gather the light of hope. That's the only way Yuna will get home. Got it. Alright, let's go.
Mind if I go alone?
What for?
Want to try something out.
Be careful.
I will.
Just gonna let him go?
Wasn't any stopping him. Let's see what he comes up with.
Fine, Tidus. Then go ahead. This solemn music. This was the music Final Fantasy X had when it was serious. And it kinda makes me really nervous? I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, it makes me feel suspense and there's no reason to it. You see how easy I get through.
Stay out of my way!
So, any luck with that thing you risked life and limb to test out?
Definitely.
Wow, look how much brighter it is!
Palamecia is all about fulfilling your hope, right? So I figured if I took down the monsters that were keeping Yuna from Spira, then my hope would get more intense.
And with that, the crystal would shine. Good thinking.
Not only that, but I can feel myself getting stronger as my hope gets closer to becoming reality. That's how it works here in Palamecia. Before long, the crystal will guide us straight to Spira. I know it. You'll see everyone again soon. I promise.
Yes, I can't wait.
All right, let's keep this good feeling rolling.
Magicite. Peace sphere and growth spheres. Okay, but since we already have a few things collected, let's go to the Aeon's Regret. It just opens? That's nice. In the extra episode we unlocked Anima in case someone didn't watch it. So... But we don't have the specific spheres for the singular Aeons, only the general ones. So... How many was it? 6. 1, 2, 3, and... These are also still locked, so... More attack power, elements, HP, defense. That's what we get, and see you in a moment. These things will be as easy as ever, guaranteed. Okay. I finished for now with the Aeon's Regret, and let's continue on trial. I don't have anything earthy. Come, Yuna, you do that. I stay with Ifrit for now. That was not very nice.
I will not waver.
Another trial. Shiva, but that's fine. Snake lady.
I have to keep this up.
Don't be greedy, stupid elemental.
I cannot be at ease with this.
Nah, doesn't matter. Still nothing of worth. Nothing worth mentioning happening. And taken again all my water.
My story is not over yet.
Doesn't matter whether I like them or not, it seems like they have a way of finding me. That's an interesting way of look at things. It's a way to cope with a constant hassle. That's all trials are in the end. And I suppose the ones we've been doing are no exceptions. Oh, poor you. Appreciate the sympathy. Let's see how this new trial works then. Let's hope it's not a guessing game like in the prologue.
I cannot be at ease with this.
Let's try here.
I have to keep this up.
Here. Let's go down.
Tidus is back to his old self, and the crystal is more radiant than ever. It won't be long before the light of hope guides you back to Spira.
I don't doubt that. But he's so focused on getting Yuna home, I fear he isn't thinking about himself.
And that's part of it. He also might not want to go back.
How can we change his mind?
One thing's for certain. He's set on seeing Yuna return. Good luck making him do otherwise.
I just feel like the real Yuna would know what to do. She always did.
But you aren't the real Yuna. And worrying about what she would do won't get you anywhere. This is a problem you need to solve yourself. With some advice, of course.
Why don't you try being honest with him? Hey, I know I'm not really Yuna, but let's go back to Spira together. See it with Spirit, he'll be smitten.
I'm scared. Maybe he would have gone back with her. But I'm not her, and I don't know what he'll do.
That's a problem I have seen also. That Tidus wants to bring her back, but can he even go if he doesn't want to?
I have to keep this up.
Music. I gotta be honest. If I wasn't recording this, I would turn off the music here and listen to something else. Because this music is utterly inappropriate for how easy these battles go.
My story is not over yet.
You look well.
Never been better.
You're not tired?
I can rest later. First, I gotta make sure this crystal's bright enough to get Yuna home.
Speaking of that, mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
I know getting Yuna to Spira is your top priority. But what about you? You planning on staying here in Palamecia after she leaves? After she says goodbye?
Maybe.
But why?
Can't really say. And I really can't afford to think about it right now. There's still a lot of work to do.
Okay, and I'll try to get to this labyrinth vault here. Let's see if I find a way. I try to unlock all of them, okay? Just for the sake of it. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd rather test it out. Seems like nothing, but okay. Could have been, but I now will clean up my inventory a little. Okay, a bit cleaned up, and so let's continue on. Cat.
I'm going on ahead.
You wait just 1 second. You wait and you talk to us. Tell us why you won't.
See ya.
He cut me off. I think that was on purpose.
Never took him for someone to avoid confrontation.
He doesn't mean to worry you. It's just that Tidus isn't very good at lying, so he'd rather not say anything. Even though he knew he'd vanish after fighting Sin, he kept silent about it until the very end.
You mean even Yuna had no idea what would happen to Tidus? That he just disappeared even as everyone was celebrating their hard-won victory? I can't even imagine. How dreadful.
That's why I want to see them together again. That's my hope, my earnest wish.
Ulan. I think Tidus went ahead without us. Again. Let's hope he doesn't get lost this time. I'd rather not do that whistling thing again. We better catch up to him. Well then, let's use Anima.
I have to keep this up.
Considering Anima was one of the strongest Aeons in Final Fantasy X, I'm rather disappointed by it. You alright?
For the hope of the world. Sins of time eternal. I will do it without false hope.
Fun. Danger. Okay. $50 Dark Orbs. Seven more.
I cannot be at ease with this.
$100 magicite. Empty glade. They actually changed it, yeah, so you can't get the 100 magicite several times over. Clever.
I will end the spiral of conflict.
Pain.
I will not waver.
This takes forever. Anima just has super slow animations.
strong!
The key. Let's see where this other thing is. Tranquil beacon. Okay.
I won't lose! Sins of time eternal! I will do it without false hope. I will end the spiral of conflict. I have to keep this up.
Okay. Great. Those are always welcome. What is this other thing here? So combat-wise, this is nothing special. But this note looked different, so I'm curious what the meaning behind that is. Doubt they just made it just so.
I cannot be at ease with this.
It looks like we may be able to move with floating isles to form a path forward. Ah, so that's how we get over there. And that's the only way to get the fireflies. Be on the lookout for a way to get them moving. I guess we need to find the altar, right?
Sins of time eternal. Huh. I won't lose. I will cast them away. I will do it without thought. I have to keep this up.
Okay, because my stamina ran out again and I didn't want to make it too much longer anyway, I will end the episode here. Next time we will continue. It seems there is at least a little bit left, so I doubt it will end here. Anyway, until next time, I'm Mace and don't get lost.